I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't know if I'm better off now. I mean, yo, there's so much shit I'm struggling with thinking about. Like, you know, I'm reading the Bible. I'm really getting into the Bible, right? And then it's like I've really opened my mind to a lot, you know, a lot. I'm really not a smart person, you know, and realizing how stupid you are is just painstaking. Anyway, just, you know, reading about, well, just delving into it more as an adult, you see shit different. You know, and like, you spend your life with all this imagery and you know, my age, you know, Gen X. You know, you've God, you have all images and I tell you, man, I didn't realize. But reading the Bible, and then just watching these things, and then, you know, like before Jesus, right? This whole theory of the alien beings, like aliens and descendants of giants, and you know, as Jesus really an extraterrestrial being, or are we fighting against the twisted beliefs that came out of this? You know what I'm trying to say, right? And you know, so it's like, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Is there like, then you start watching, you know, you start remembering the movies you watched, like, you know, everything going back to the serpent, right? And they say, well, maybe, maybe the tale of Adam and Eve was just that. It was a tale. And that it wasn't that the serpent was tempting and Adam, you know, let's just say that it was totally opposite, right? Took it freely. And everything that we've been led to believe was wrong is the right way. And I don't know. It was weird. I knew what I was saying earlier, man. I knew what I meant. But the whole point is that it's weird. Like, I don't know what to think anymore. It's like, even now, like, where we're heading. Like, okay, I just get the book on transhumanism, okay? I know a little about transhumanism. I'm not well versed. I'm not highly educated. I know it has to do with cut to the chase. The worshiping of technology. I mean, we all, with these fucking phones, we all on our way there now anyway. But transhumanism, yo, shit is bugged out the way they think, and now I got this book I picked up. The War Against Humanity, Dark Aeon. And it's interesting, man. Like a thief in the night, artificial intelligence has inserted itself into our lives. It makes important decisions for us every day. Often we barely notice. As Joe Allen writes in his groundbreaking book, transhumanism is the great merger of humankind with the machine. At this stage in history, it consists of billions using smartphones. Going forward, we'll be hardwiring our brains to artificial intelligent fucking systems. Yo, that's crazy. But I can see niggas trying to do that shit now. And the point is, though, when I yawn out of control like this, I learned at a young age that that's my dad entering, and I'm, it's bugged out. I'm starting to question my belief on God, and does it go further than that, or are we alien and shit? And I get visited by my dad. I don't know. You hear all these stories about, kidnapping babies and killing them and eating them, and then you see this chick, on the plane. She says that, that motherfucker's not human, and then you hear stories about, they've been here all along. What if he wanted me to stop talking? But they've been here all along. I mean, even in like I remember far back, because I see their symbology is the snakes entwining, And if you remember back to Conan and shit, worshipping snakes, and it's Hollywood has always been telling us stories like this. I mean, look at all these ones on Apple TV now, with all these like lying about the outside world, living in pods, like we're the only surviving pod on Earth, and there's like 1 million people in it or whatever it is, and then they pan out a few episodes later, there's like fucking mad pods all over the place lying like that's the elite shit that those guys. I think I just had a Foster Brooks moment, but that's the kind of shit that they want to do to us. I'm scared for if you read about what's going on, like and I grew up in a different time than a lot of kids, and and I tell you something, man. If you under if you under age 30, I think I can safely say I've forgotten more than you've lived. But the shit I do remember, when I do remember it, man, crazy, bugged out shit. What the fuck was I talking about? Because that's the shit that really drives me crazy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know what to think anymore, man. I want to think everything is real. I want to believe in God. I want to know I'm going somewhere. That's what it is. But being this age, we're a little different, right? We're built different. And you know we're built different. But the shit that's really different now I mean, that's live rosin. I can torch it up, but I gave my son my Puffco. I bought Puffco, and then I stopped. I stopped getting high for a bit. Gave it to my son, and he stopped using it, and my neuropathy got worse. So I started smoking. I started smoking for my neuropathy, but I kind of like it. But it makes the pain go away, and it makes the tingling in my leg go away, and I refuse to take any nerve blockers or any kind of brain medication to stop the numbness and the reason why I literally always look polluted. Because if you want to know what it's like on my hand, the neuropathy is the tingling, right? And the mental that I have going on, that my hypothalamus is destroyed. So I don't have any heat. I don't have temperature regulation in my body. So the pain I get from the cold, it's just it's debilitating, and I want to cry sometimes. Like you see me, if you ever notice me holding my hand or my hand in my pocket, my fingers curled or something. But that's why I always smoke, because it makes that pain bearable, and also my hypersensitive skin on my entire leg, my knee, my ankle, my hip. It's dude, I don't know how to explain this best, except that I don't know how to describe it so a woman could understand it. But it's that feeling like when your balls are really tight, and then she rubs her fingers across it. It's like, well, yeah, it's like that constantly. That's what my knee is like. That's what my entire left calf is like. My hip. I gotta sit my ass cheek, and it doesn't even feel good, man. It's just annoying, constant annoying. So like I'm fighting the joyous feeling and fucking pain, bro. Ah, man. So that's that's the night. That's whatever the point. What was my point? Do you remember what my point was to this? I mean, really, think back. Do you remember what my point was when I started all this? I'm gonna spit a fresh one. All right, I got 3 lines, and by the time I'm done, it'll be 6. All right. There's no order. It makes no sense. I know what I mean. I know what I say. Clean up on aisle 3, 5, 7, and 8. I don't know why. Must you always wait? You know, I don't see things the way I used to, and sometimes I wish I did. But I'm only me, and this is all you got. Let's try it like we did. Hey, I will remember that. But if I remember what my point was to this, I believe in God. But now I'm really wondering if we're like literally some kind of like an alien experiment. Aliens are down here, and Jesus, he was actually the son of an alien. That's a deep one, man, and I'm confused about it. Because I know what I'm talking about. I know this shit sounds crazy, but I know what I'm saying. It's like, okay, are we all... Obviously, we're the shit. We're the fucking expendables. But it's like, though, are we all... Who are the good angels and who are the bad angels? It's like, okay, let's say we are an experiment by otherworldly beings, right? So, who are the angels and who are the devils? Okay, we got the fundamental good and bad. Okay? That's fundamental, right? But, like, what are we? So, the good side is normally the ones who preach the good word, right? But here, what if the bad guys, right? The elite, right? This cabal, these motherfuckers that are trying to take us out, right? What if they also worship the same God we do? Worship our same God, but they got it twisted. And they're still trying, instead of sacrificing us to the fucking snake people and shit, they're, in their twisted minds, they're still thinking that they need to appease the God by sacrifice, and now they're doing it with the jab, with the fires, with everything they put in our water, and everything. And so they're like racing to destroy us, thinking they're doing the right thing, and we're looking to save us because we know they're not doing the right thing by trying to kill us. That kind of makes sense too. But in their minds, they're doing the right thing. But now, remember I said in the beginning, if we are experiments of aliens, right? Or what's the second coming? I mean, they already say that the dude in the blue turban is gonna destroy us, right? And I already say that's gonna be Barack. But now who's gonna what is it that's gonna save us though? Is it the second coming of Jesus Christ, who we think is Jesus Christ, who, you know, if this theory is actually an alien who's coming down and saying, no, you're wrong, and they're living the righteous way, and put an end to them? Or, you know, are they the dark angels? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, it's so... You see... Do you understand what I'm going through? I don't expect anyone to sit through 22 minutes of me, but I tell you what, if someone sits through with trustos, if someone sits through this, right, at 23 minutes, I'm going to ask a question. And if you post the answer, I'm going to hit you off with an expensive record. Everyone, actually. Because I got a bunch of records. I don't give a fuck. So, here's the question, right? One plus one equals...